It is right after sunrise. I have the bike packed up and I am headed to California to the Born Free 16 motorcycle show. All right, so I have made it here. It is an absolute madhouse, as you would expect. I was looking to see how it was to get in here. I don't have a pass for today. I could get a gate pass, but I've got a grass pass for tomorrow. And I think I'm going to, there's only an hour and a half left to today, and I don't want to pay 25 bucks to just do that. So I'm going to come back here tomorrow early and beat some of the mad rush here, but get in where my bike is on the grass and in the gate. So we will see you at the hotel. Quite a harrowing ordeal getting back from Born Free parking lot. We didn't actually go into the event, but my phone said that it had no network, wasn't connected to a network, so I had no directions, no phone calls. Got that resolved, and then my phone summarily died. So I plugged it in, got it charged back up, stood around in the parking lot like an idiot for about 30 minutes or so. Got nav back up and found my way to the hotel room, got some dinner, and I'm going to get some sleep. We're going to get up early and then head out and do some riding, which would be probably a different video. And then we're going to head to the Born Free event, which starts around 10 o'clock, I think. So we will see you in the morning. We have gained a night's sleep. It is 0:30. I'm going to go do some riding, which will appear in another video. Later on today, I will end up at the Born Free event again, and we will see you there. Well, you don't have to go through the cattle call line, which is nice. It dumps you right out in the vendor area, just like any Disney attraction. You enter and exit through the gift shop.
Long story short, we're going to be producing
The vendor area is pretty cool. Underneath all these trees, they even got a Ferris wheel over there. There's bikes over here, however, I don't think this is the actual builder area. But there's plenty of t-shirts to go by. Look at over there. That's one impressive shithouse row. So if you've got a wristband and you are selected in the cattle chute where they're cutting cattle back and forth, this is where you get to park if your bike's cooler than everybody else's. I'm not 100% on what the selection process is, because I don't see anything any different than what I see in the outer parking lot. Interesting though. Alright, well, here's a nice Indian chief. Super chief, I guess. I'm going to jump right into what we came here for, the builder area. And I may have to cover that over with some music or something like that, because they got copyrighted stuff over there. Nice old Triumph. 2. Don't do that with your helmet. Stuff crawls in it.
That's a Triumph top. That's mine. That's what I rode from New Hampshire start to 2,500 miles. Hardtail, no shocks.
Okay, well, here's the actual builder's area. I'm not good at this stuff and there's no map. think we're far enough away from the music. We go back to normal again. I believe this is part of the special kids ride-in area. Let's see what they got over here for bikes. I think these two jamokes were at my hotel this morning and started their bikes up at around 4 a.m. about half an hour before I got out. Then again, I'm not sure because they look the same as every other one. All carbon fiber. That'll cost a few bucks. I really like this one for some reason. Not really my thing, but nice job. I'm not too big on the flashy. Speaking of, not too much on the flashy, super flashy bikes. Like you wouldn't have to wear your high-vis stuff. It just comes on the bike.
It'll pack up. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You can't. So it's either going to buy motorcycle parts or crap, right? Can't do them both, so I figure out.
I'm not sure what to call this, a Honda Davidson or a Harley Honda. It's got a Africa twin front end on it. Big twin motor. Huh. Well, if you're of the short leg crowd, here's some chops for you. Uh-oh. Even the Popo showed up. This is no small place, but the vendors ring the entire event area. It's pretty crazy how many vendors are here.
That's straight from me.
I like the parallax of forks at all these places, almost even like going into a dealership back in the old day when you could see forks. There's just something cool about it.
Beat down.
Yeah, it was a little.
Give the Sportster a little love here. That pillow reminds me of back in the 80s. My wife was working with a gal, and her boyfriend was crazy for motorcycles, and they wanted to go to Rhode Island beaches with us, Squamish, if you're from that area. And we rode down from Massachusetts. It was probably 160 mile ride. He showed up with a pillow for the back seat so he could stand the ride down. I took the pillow away from him and threw it in the garbage can. That was quite a ride. No dude riders. I guess this was what you call a cholo? Now, someone educate me. I'm just doing a wander here. See if there's anything in the parking lot here that's interesting. With the amount of Dynas here, I heard that Harley stopped making Dynas. Is that true? With the amount of Dynas here, I cannot believe that they stopped making them. There are so many Dyna Bros here it's incredible. You could start your own club or country. I guess this one's In Rust We Trust. I've been seeing a lot more of these upswept pipes. Ones I remember from the 70s were held tight to the bike and, you know, perpendicular to the bike. These kick out and then are staggered, and I think that looks a lot better. I was never a huge fan of the upswept pipes, but those look pretty cool. We're gonna have to quit this here pretty soon because I'm getting back towards the copyrighted music, and there's a band getting ready to play with a really awful singer, so that's kind of a double whammy there. Here's something a little bit different. That's quite a paint job. That's a Japanese bike. This guy packs like Moto Giant. Here's something that I think is with the burgeoning rebirth of choppers. A lot of first builds are little Japanese V twins like this. I think it's a 600 Shadow, and while it's super not my thing, it's pretty cool that they put so much effort into them. Well, here's an Indian Chief, probably a 2015, 16, something like that. He's got the cup holder, that's what got him in. What's pretty interesting, a lot of these vendors have hats and t-shirts and that's it, but they logos on them look a lot like a parts manufacturer or something like that. So you can wear your fake hat t-shirt with a fake hat and vendor on it. Interesting. So this is super not my thing, but even out where the not cool kids park, got some blingy stuff out here. Just an impressive amount of metal flake. The bike probably weighs about 50-60 pounds more just from the metal flake. Well, I stopped back by the old girl here and get some water and put some stuff in the boxes. Got me a event t-shirt like you gotta have, and I'm gonna head back in a couple minutes. I know this channel's been dual sport and adventure bikes for the duration of its life, but I know if some of those guys are feeling a little lonely, here's a adventure bike for you. Okay, you guys got me hunting for dual sports. Nice looking Beamer. This suspension thing is a trend right now. I suppose it makes things better, but to me it just looks horrible. That's just my opinion. Is it a cure for anal leakage? Okay, help me out here. What is the fascination with yellow everything? Yellow screens. This guy doesn't have one, but yellow headlights and yellow fog lights or running lights. It just seems like everybody's doing yellow stuff.
No more.
Careful in the garage, boys. Those things could take out an ankle, maybe a foot. Here's another guy with a IBS problem. That is one serious camera rig. Everybody should watch his channel. Look, they got those tips for your hair dryer. I could use one. I want to ride around on the Ferris wheel, but they won't let me. They said I'm too tall. There's got to be 60 acres of vendors here in the hundreds. If you can't find yourself a t-shirt, a hat, or some type of gewgaw, I think there's probably something wrong with you. Well, if you really need yourself a yellow bike, this one's for sale. You could find out who owns this one, and you could be friends. Well, I haven't seen any skateboarders. Except for these two boys here, I think they collided. That's all I got from Born Free 16 in Silverado, California. If you watch this far, down in the comments, put the word Springfield. You don't have to comment anything more than that, just so I know you're watching. Anyway, I'm going to pack up the bike, head the 400 miles home, and hopefully have a safe ride. Well, if you're seeing this, I'll have a safe ride. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you watching. Adios.